How do I know Thea Foley and Uncle Steve? Well, they're my aunt and uncle. Met them at a very young age. Yeah.
Well, Steve is in some ways my big brother. So we grew up in the same house together as brother and sister. He may or may not know that he lost his father at a very young age. He was 2 years old, and after he lost his father, he came and lived in my house. Yeah, Steve is such a loyal guy, and I think he really enjoyed, he loved being an educator, and he certainly was part of the leadership of his former school, Metro Prep, and I just really thought he did a great job, but I thought he really needed to strike out his own. So, Foley and I started a bit of a campaign to, get him to expand his world a little bit, and, you could run this whole thing. We didn't take the decision to let Michael go there lightly either. And I sat him down, he was old enough, and I sat him down and I said, look, this is going to be tougher than any other high school that you're going to go to, because don't forget, my brother and essentially sister run the school. And so it's going to be tougher for you.
I was lucky. They hired me right out of university, basically. And I taught at TPS for 3 years. I taught French and phys ed mostly. So yeah, it was really nice because I didn't get to see them that much other than family events. I got to then see them every single day. Yeah, it was really nice to teach with them. And then I also coached with Uncle Steve a bunch of sports, which flag football was my favorite that he and I coached together. I think the thing I learned most from him in terms of being an educator was the discipline side of things. I would say I could hear myself, like him through myself when I was teaching, when it came to just kind of making sure people were like on task with what they were doing, and just that they were taking what they were doing seriously. It was really to garner skills for the future, and that was something he really instilled in me. I still think that we have such a special connection, and but I also think that he somehow had that special connection with so many different people, and for so many different reasons. He kind of just made you feel seen and understood. Yeah, Uncle Steve would be the person I would confide in over most people in the world. I feel like I was a kid and I was his favorite, and then I was an adult and I was his favorite. So, I have amazing siblings, but I was his favorite.
Brilliant, athletic, loyal to a fault. How many times did I call him in the middle of the night and say, Steve, you have to come? And you know what? Dropped everything, carted up the kids. There was one time I needed some help at the hospital, and there's Maria and Peter and Foley and Steve. What can I do? It's my guy. I miss him desperately.